Okay, obviously the background is a little more cheerful than the subject matter. We're going to go over briefly the Ohio State casualty, mass stabbing, car accident casualty. Okay, you had a suspect, and I don't think I need to say the suspect's name. They want fame, and I don't think I should be giving that to them. But you had a suspect who was an 18-year-old guy from Somalia. Somalia is the biggest haven for terrorism in the world. I mean, it is a total collapse of everything. Okay? It is in the Middle East is sort of like the Middle East and part of Northeast Africa. So Northeast Africa and the Middle East comprise the same region. Egypt, Libya, okay? They're sort of in Africa as opposed to in what we think of as the traditional Middle East. Okay? And a lot of these countries, and this is why the president does not want refugees here unless they can be vetted, which they probably can't be. He came to this country as a refugee. He went to Ohio State as a, student, foreigner, guest of the United States, full scholarship, all that other stuff. Promising young man who escaped hardship, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Now let me tell you how prestigious Ohio State is. They offered my niece a full scholarship to play field hockey, but she wanted to stay closer to home. And Dominique Moceanu's husband, Dr. Mike Canales, is on a loan. And let me tell you how good the school is. That's where he started his major education, and he is now a pediatric surgical specialist. Okay, he specializes in feet and lower leg, ankle area injuries, diseases. Okay, repairs. Okay, sports injuries. Okay, that kind of stuff. Okay, the man is a certified genius. Okay, that goes to show you the magnitude of Ohio State. Okay, it is the biggest university in the state, period, as far as prestige and just awe-inspiring everything. Okay, and it's one of the greatest schools in the country. Not everybody can go to Harvard or Yale. This is a little more reachable than Harvard or Yale, but it is a phenomenal university in its own right. And the Canaleses are still very active. Dr. Canales still goes there for alumni gymnastics meets. His wife obviously goes there with him to accompany him, and they give speeches there. So they're on the campus all the time. Okay, when they're not working to pay the bills, they're on campus, hanging out, meeting the kids. Okay. So it's the kind of environment where you think of as friendly and everyone loves you, blah blah blah. And this individual got in his car, started running people over. When he got tired of that, he got out with a butcher knife. This is my mom's Victorinox knife. Okay? And this thing is sharp. Okay? Now, even though this is a cooking knife, not an assault knife, yeah. Okay? See that blade? Okay? This blade can reach all the way through. Okay? I could actually impale someone with this blade. I don't know how big his butcher knife was or where he got it from or who made it, but, okay, a butcher knife is not a joke, period, okay? This will kill you. Make no mistake about it, this will kill you faster than my EDC knife, faster than my Bowie knife probably. Okay, this will kill you. Okay, and this thing is sharp. My mother has one of those electric sharpeners. Yeah, 3-phase. Yeah, okay, so he went out with this. Now, I learned this a while ago in a documentary about terrorism and airline attacks. You see the movies where the guy whips out the butcher knife and the hero goes like this and does his special move. And okay, hand-to-hand combat experts tell you that when you're fighting a guy with a knife, go like this. Because even though you're gonna get cut, no question about it, the wrist is over here. So if I'm going like this dancing, my wrist can be cut very badly. This is less likely to result in wrist injury. This will still get cut up, no questions asked. Not gonna lie about that. But try to keep your wrist protected. okay, and also try to use a distance object, okay? If you're coming at me with the butcher knife, I'm picking this chair up, okay? If you're coming at me with the butcher knife, I'm picking this nutcracker up. Okay? Yeah, I know. But try as hard as you can to get a weapon, if you can, that will give you distance. Okay? A book bag. Okay? My stop sign. Okay? If you have to fight, try to have a reachable weapon so you can extend your reach past him, okay? Because his reach is pretty good. If he holds it like this, which is not a good grip, but if he holds it like this, he can come pretty close into you. If he holds it traditional like this, he can still get pretty far. Okay? So you want to have a reachable item. The ladder that the camera is standing on would be nice. Okay? Yeah, that's about it. If you can take off an item like your cell phone and throw it at his face or whatever, okay? And a knife is a deadly weapon, a car is a deadly weapon, okay? So if you're swinging something, you want to. I'm not a combat expert, martial artist, ninja, but I'm just giving you the basis of what I would do, okay? And because he's using a knife to threaten you, you can use deadly force. So you can go for the head, you can go for the neck, you can go for the chest, okay? Don't be shy about going for vital areas, okay? Because if I could, I would take this chair, hold it up, and use it as a shield. Okay, I got an effective shield now. Okay, I can actually run with this. This is an effective shield. It's going to keep me protected from the knife. He might try to go for my legs, but I can still go down. I probably wouldn't want to raise it over my head too much, because if I raise it over my head too much, I might lose balance and might go flying backwards and break something and hit somebody. Or if I'm holding above my head, he might be able to get in my throat or my face. So I want to hold like this. Okay, this right here will be an excellent for a standoff. I don't know how many wooden chairs were outside on the campus lawn, but I'm just saying that in theory. Okay, that would be a nice thing to do if I could. I couldn't do that on an airline, but I could do that at a restaurant. Okay? Because that chair is going to act as my shield. It's going to act as my ram him forward and crash into him. Okay? I want to hit him in the face. I want to hit him in the chest. Okay? So keep that stuff in mind. Now, the campus is... Wait 1 second, please. Alan Hor Ujuko. Alan Hor Ujuko. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Was a 28-year-old police officer at Ohio State. Now, a lot of colleges have security guards. The colleges I went to had security guards, which are just guys with a uniform that walk around and do stuff. Okay? The large universities that are multi-layer, multi-building, okay, have their own thing, like their own dormitories, expanded dormitories, okay, fraternity and sorority houses. So a lot of large colleges that are like miniature cities have full-fledged police officers on the campus. That might mean that, sorry, that might mean that a police department might station officers on the campus, or in this case, the college itself has its own police department. And they usually go to the police academy. They might be the local police academy, like the way the city police go or the county police go, And I even heard of some police officers from colleges going to the state police academy. So they'll be standing right next to a state trooper at the academy. And this individual, that's how you can tell the public servant from the private citizen. When the screams start, everybody runs one way, public servant runs the other way. He came in, he obviously saw that this was a violent attack, people being run over on purpose, guys being stabbed, okay? Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this shit out. But he obviously drew his weapon and he killed the suspect. Now, one of the 13 people injured was injured by a stray bullet from that officer. That's unfortunate, but hey, that guy probably would have died anyway by being attacked by the terrorist, okay? So, this is the quick thinking of a guy with a gun, okay? And I would say, if you are the guy with the gun and you're witnessing this stuff, kill him, okay? See, normally if it's two guys in a fist fight, you don't know who's right or wrong. Normally, if you see a guy, and we give this example in college a lot, if I walk past an alley and I see a guy with a gun, and he's holding a guy at bay, he could be the robber, or he could be the Navy SEAL who took the gun from the robber and now turned the tables on him, or he could be the undercover officer making an arrest, okay? So there's a lot of incidences where you see something and you don't know who the good guy is, you don't know who the bad guy is, and you can't shoot. Well, in this case, you got a bunch of guys getting run over by a car. You got some nut with a butcher knife running around stabbing guys, yelling Allahu Akbar. Okay, at that point, you pretty much know what's going on. I would try to kill him any way I could. It is okay to shoot him in the back. When they talk about Tennessee versus Garner, they talk about guys being shot as they're running away. If I got a guy with a butcher knife, okay, and he's running around like this, stabbing people, Allahu Akbar, okay? If I shoot him in the back, there's no legal problem. Okay, I'd be a dumbass if I walked around the front of him when he's doing this, okay? So go for the back if you can, okay? You can legally shoot someone in the back as they are committing a terrorist attack, as they are harming innocent people. I don't know what type of gun you have, I don't know what type of bullet you have, I don't know if the bullet's going to over-penetrate, but you can, okay? And I would say, as I've said many, many times before, know your surroundings, period. And breakfast, as you can see. When you go out in public, okay, the headphones, one headphone has to be in, so you can listen to your music. One headphone has to be out, so you can hear society. Remember 2 years ago, I had a guy about 19 walking the road, and a car came, and he actually walked into the car as I was yelling at him to stop. I was like, wait, no, and he, okay. I said to that guy, why didn't you hear my warning? He said, I got my headphones in. I said, take one out so you can hear me next time. Okay? If you're walking around in public, take one ear out and one ear in so you can hear your fucking music and you can hear society at large. Okay? Always look around, period. Every couple of feet, look around. Just give a little look. Every couple of feet. Nice little look. That's all. You're not hurting anybody. Just give a nice little look. Okay? Even if you got a fake look at your phone. Okay. That's 3. Okay. Just a casual look around. And look for things, okay? If a guy is sweating profusely and he's not exercising, that's a problem. Okay? If a guy is standing around like this, and he's not a police officer or a security guard or some other public servant, and he's just doing this, you might want to look out for that. Okay? If you hear a sound that doesn't belong there, if you're on the grass, you're on the sidewalk, and you hear a loud engine, that sound doesn't belong on the sidewalk or the grass. Okay? So you want to keep yourself aware of your surroundings, okay? At night, if possible, you don't want to be walking around alone. If you have to, you have to, but if you can walk with friends, okay? And for the love of God, always have something that you can use to defend yourself on you, okay? Even if it's, when I went to college, we all had pocket knives, don't give a shit, okay? Okay? I have my pocket knife, I have my rescue tool, I have my steel toe boots. I'm not wearing them now because I'm in the house, but I have my steel toe boots. When I'm on the job, I have my stop sign. Okay? Always have something where, God forbid it happens, you can fight back. Okay? If you're a college student, now don't forget, if you got 10 or 12 college students walking around with a book bag, and one guy comes around with a knife, okay? If you can throw the book bags at him very hard, from a few feet away, like the camera's here, and I'm here, if 10 or 12 guys from a couple different directions can launch their book bags very hard at his direction, that will probably knock him down. Okay? If you could have a couple of guys throw their book bags to hit him, and then have one really big guy come in with their book bag and hit him really hard with it, okay, that would be a thing. Also, if you're on college campus, you're a member of a sports team, you got your baseball bat with you, you got your hockey stick with you, you got your field hockey stick. My niece plays field hockey, she's got a field hockey stick all day. Okay? And my niece is strong for a girl. My niece is 5'5", but she's got muscle on her. Okay, she's got more muscle on her older sister does. Okay, your baseball, if you're a baseball player and you have a baseball on you, I don't know how often a baseball player is walking around campus with a baseball. Okay? But in theory, if you're a baseball player and you have your baseball on you, okay, I don't want to get by that, especially in the head at 90 miles an hour. Football is not as effective as baseball if it's in the head, but it'll hurt. Basketball, okay, rock, okay, if there's rocks on the campus grounds, okay, you can pick up a couple of good rocks and throw it at the guy. Okay, you have to be aware of your surroundings. Bottles, is anybody drinking from a Snapple bottle? Does anybody have a mug or a water bottle, a steel metal water bottle? I have a metal water bottle from Under Armour. Okay. Okay, there are things you can do. So you have to look for those surroundings. And are you gonna get hurt? Probably. But if the guy's a nutball and he's yelling Allahu Akbar and stabbing guys with a knife, you got no choice, man. One thing else you could do, you could try to damage the car. Okay, because if you damage the car, damage the lights, damage the windshield, damage the back windshield, damage the mirrors, because police officers pull guys over for that stuff. And you can call the police and tell the police, listen, a guy came here and he ran 4 people over on purpose and fled the scene, and as he fled the scene, I threw a rock at his car and I busted his back windshield. So there's a red, I don't know what color it is exactly, but there's a red sedan with a busted out back windshield, and it's being driven by a white woman. Okay, but try to get the police to know about the car. You can try to damage the car, that way if the suspect flees, the car can be found by your identical mark. You might not memorize the license plate number, the car might be going too. A lot of guys say, did you get the number of that car running a red light? I said no, it was going too fast and I had to yank the pedestrian out of the way. I couldn't see. Okay, but if I have a car getting ready to hit somebody, I take the sign and I put the sign in front of the car and I let them know, if you come forward, I will bust this car. And that way they know that when they threaten the pedestrian, I bash the car in. Okay, there was an incident a while ago when I was working in a supermarket. One of the store detectives went to my high school. He was 4 years ahead of me, so we didn't know each other in high school. He was working in the store. Okay, he's a store detective. His brother, who I met a couple times passing by, was a store detective at the same supermarket company but another location. And one time a store detective got run over by a car, and his brother took his store detective's shield. They have an actual badge. His brother took the store detective's badge and ran and threw the badge at the windshield and busted the back windshield, and then called it into the cops to look for that car. Okay, so that could be very beneficial in identifying the car later. Okay, also it might get the car to stop. You know, if you would have a knife and you would stab, well, I don't know how that would be, but if you could throw things at the car to damage it, hopefully the car will be immobilized. If you took maybe 10 guys throwing rocks at the car, that car's gonna get beat up really bad, and you never know, you might, let's face it, if I got 10 or 12 guys throwing rocks at a car, one of those rocks might go in the window and hit the guy in the head and kill him. Now, obviously, what I'm saying is last resort, okay? I mean, if a guy is jaywalking and he gets hit by a car and the car stops and gets out and calls for backup and starts saying, is he okay? You're obviously not going to be throwing rocks at the car. Okay? I mean, this is only for mass casualty attack, suicidal attack, okay? Terrorist attack, okay? This is a mass crisis event. I'm not, okay? So don't, please, for the love of God, don't have a guy that hit a pedestrian by accident get out of his car to take down information and hit him with a fucking rock. Okay? For the love of God, let's not go there. But I'm just giving you ideas for a last resort scenario. Okay, I gotta go. I think that should be it for now. Thank you.